So, yeah, what's up? Let's get it. Let's talk about stage three today. We're going to talk about stage one and talk about stage three, the 2022 Giro De Italia. So, the rider I'm watching, and I know a lot of people are watching, is Biniam Girmay. He's from Eritrea, and he just recently won Get Rainbow Gum. First African rider to win a major monument, as they call it in cycling. It's it's about 5 of them in the classic season, and which are the major ones, and he won that. So he went into the Giro as a rider to watch, a sprinter to watch. So on stage one, as I'm going to show you, you see on stage one, the sprint was between himself and basically Matthew Van Der Poel. This was a bit of an uphill sprint, so this required strength and power. This is like when and watching this finish and watching how he finished, like the power that it requires to finish like these guys did with the lactic acid that they had built up in their legs already is pretty incredible. So, and then Caleb Ewan, he touches the back of Biniam Girmay's wheel, and unfortunately I don't have an overhead view, so you can see that Caleb is like not even looking where he's going. He's just head down, side to side, rocking left to left, and it was his front wheel into Biniam Girmay's back wheel. So it was like totally his fault that he went down because of inattentiveness. So, and that also comes from exhaustion as well too, because you're putting in such a massive effort that your head just goes numb, and all you're thinking about is like just getting forward, getting to the finish line, because you're using every ounce and drop of everything you have to try and win the race. So yeah, so he took himself out. So and I'm talking about Biniam. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. And Matthew Van Der Poel is one of the most explosive riders in the peloton, and for him to be, half a bike off, just literally mistiming the finish. I felt like he just went a little bit too early and misjudged the sprint. If he had like Van Der Poel came from behind a few riders, and he was able to get a bit more of a toe to the line, so he had a bit more of a slingshot, so which gave him the advantage at the finish. Now let's go fast forward to stage three. And for everyone else, Cav's been doing this for the last 10 years, I guess. 14 years, I think he's been racing in Europe in the Pro Peloton. So he's well experienced and well versed in positioning himself and getting himself where he needs to be. And if you watch Biniam, he is like literally, should I go here? Should I go there? And just trying to figure out the best place. Unfortunately, it's not really a good time to be trying to figure this stuff out. And even if you're a director sportif, like there's the person in charge of the team, the manager of the team, is coaching him and stuff. It's such a chaotic situation in that sprint. It's a bit hard. You just have to go to the tapes and watch the tapes and just play it back in your head over and over and over and see what you've done wrong, where you went wrong, and try and fix it and correct it for the next time. So what I saw, what he'd done, he in stage three, like he looked like he was definitely had the speed and had the power. We know he has the power because he showed us that on stage one, when he got rid of Ewan, when Ewan couldn't stick the wheel. So he shows he has the power, he has the speed, and basically he was just stuck in between those two riders because he put himself in an unfortunate position. And hopefully, I'm pretty sure by the end of the Giro, he will have a few wins under his belt. He will win convincingly. And well done to Cav for winning the stage today. But this is me from what I've seen. And I'm seeing that once Biniam starts winning, it's going to be effortless. Once he figures out where he needs to be, it's going to be looking like Cavendish of old when Cavendish won on the Champs-Elysees, and he probably won by 4 or 5 bike lengths and sprinted against himself. And this kid has that, he has that power. But right now, he has no tutors. He has no one, no, he doesn't have like a team built around him. When Cav started, Cav had a team built around him. Yeah, so he got taught and he got let out. And he basically was, but it's almost like Biniam. It's like, okay, if you fast enough and you can get up there, well, go ahead, do your thing. He doesn't have the real support. Like the team is obviously giving him more like 2 or 3 riders, but it's not like was it High Five? High Five was the Cavs team. I believe it was High Five. They had the white and the green and the yellow, and that whole team, like Mark Renshaw was his like main guy that like was there to his lieutenant that made, everything was to make sure Cav won the race or a stage or whatever event. And like he literally had 9 guys dedicated to getting him to the line. So like right now Biniam he doesn't have that. So he doesn't have that tutelage. And he's like learning on the go. And everybody he's racing against has just been in the game for quite some time. You had the Italian rider to the left of him, and then you had the French rider to the right of him. And I can't believe their names are not even in my head right now. So, but yeah, there they are, and they just closed them in. I didn't even think they did it intentionally. Those 2 riders, they don't have the speed anymore. And Cav was at the front. He was at top speed, but I'm sure if Girmay had an opening, he would have come around him and come past him. But we will see that in future stages. So that's my take on stage 1 and stage 3 so far. And watch this space. Biniam's gonna. He's right now he's in 2nd place behind Matthew Van Der Poel for the points jersey. And when they hit Italy, they go in the mountains, so the points jerseys is not going to really be, no one's really going to be competing for it. But I have a good feeling that Biniam is going to stay right there in the runnings for the point jersey. He's going to have the points jersey for a little bit. Cavs on 53, Biniam is on 55, and yeah, it's going to be interesting. He's new. He doesn't have the backup, but he's still going to do some impressive things. And what I don't like is like listening to the commentators like, oh, the people to watch out for is Cav and Ewing. Those are the 2 that's going to be sprinting. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're going to call out the sprinters, call out everybody. Call out everybody who has a chance. There's like maybe 5 or 6 guys that they left out. But they did this big highlight of just Cavendish and Ewing. And Cavendish won. So, they got it right this time. But still, in all fairness, the guys who have a chance, give them the props. Give them the props. Don't just overshadow them. Anyway, that's it. Showing up for Bahati today. This is my boy. Bahati, support the Bahati Foundation. Check him out. He's doing great things for kids in LA. And I got to work with him to do some great things. So, and then also check me out, Innis Looby Cycling Tours. On Instagram, email innisloobycyclingtours@gmail.com if you want to find out about doing trips across Europe. I don't really do the UK. As far as I'm concerned, UK is a beautiful place, but it's not very cycle friendly. So everything that I'm doing for cycling tours is going to be in like France, Italy, Spain, Switzerland. My goodness, Switzerland. My goodness, that's a beautiful place to ride a bike. So we just did a tour from London to Amsterdam with a group of ladies, And that was an amazing trip, an amazing group of ladies, and that was an amazing trip. So took my daughter with me. She drove, took pictures, the video, while I took care of the bikes and the ladies. And yeah, it was a really good tour. And guess what? So check it out. This is the jerseys. This is Innis Looby Cycling Tours. The kits are out. Well, they're not out, but this is what they look like. So we're going to be starting pre-ordering soon. I think I'm only going to be doing one trip, but that one trip that I'm going to do is definitely going to be Stelvio. So maybe Stelvio and then Motorola. Those two climbs, probably do them in the same day. But anyway, let's see. I do crazy stuff, so that's what I do. Anyway, peace out in this new cycling tours. You know how we do. Catch me for the next one. Biniam Girmay. That's my man. That's my man right there. That's my man. How DMX says? That's my man right there. Anyway, peace out.